For those of you who stopped by early, you will get some special treats. There's Mrs. White right here. She's purring up a storm. Nice little warm nook for her. Burn yourself. You'll burn yourself. Oh, I see a head.
It's me.
Hey, there's nobody on here yet, so, well, we can experiment.
Experiment.
Can you see behind me? Mrs. White has found her favorite little cubby.
Oh. For a second, I thought it was Oliver.
I know, I do every time. Well, hey, you're doing something. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, well, oh, that's awesome. You do realize that everyone, after
Yep.
this is over, they'll see that, right?
Yep, and that's why I took it off.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start. If we pick up a couple people, cool, and if not, and you need to go, that's all right too. But I just wanted to start by introducing myself. I'm Amy Register, and also on the screen from time to time might be Marcella, perhaps wearing a crown of some sort. And if there's questions that are asked that get by me, Marcella might be able to see them, as she is kind of my compadre and sometimes helps me out with stuff. So anyway, yes, so I'm Amy Register. I was born in Berrien Springs, Michigan, grew up in California. Sometime in my life I moved to Utah and got to practice being a minority, and now I live in Central Arkansas. Almost 2 years ago, I went to the Arise Evangelism School, and while I was there, I started thinking about service and what I wanted to do with my life and all sorts of things, and kind of got some clarity on missions and service, and decided that what I really wanted to do, my favorite things, was working with young women to help them figure out life's tough stuff. And so that's what I've been doing. That's what Greater Than Rubies is all about. And today I am so glad that you're here, because we're going to look a little bit about one of the first products that Greater Than Rubies has made, and that's called the Rock Your Life program. So expecting some of the new students who just joined that course to be watching this a little bit later as it's being recorded now. And I see that you're not on here, but what I want to do is give you an overview of the course today, and then talk a little bit about some of the benefits and introduce the ambassador program at the end, as well as answer any kind of random questions you might have. So with that, I want to ask a blessing, and then we'll start looking at the course. Okay? All right, let's pray. Father in heaven, I thank you for the opportunity to be in a warm house tonight. As I look at the weather and see how cold it is, I'm overwhelmed by your goodness and your blessings. I just ask that you help move my heart to serve those that are less fortunate, those who are not born with the privilege that many of us have been born with in North America and around the world. Lord, I just ask that you help this time to be productive and for it to answer some deep questions I know that some of my lovely girls might have. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, well, this course, I started working on it about 1.5 years ago, and it started with just one girl on a phone mentoring program, and that turned into 2 girls and 3 girls and 4 girls, and then I was out of time, and I thought, these same questions are coming up over and over. I should maybe make a little course or put something together so that it was easy for me to manage, and that's how the Rock Your Life online success course was born. A lot of people ask, you know, how was it put together? And the answer for that, aside from what I just mentioned, is that the course was put together by interviewing about 15 girls ages 14 to 20 and their parents. And so I asked the girls, what things do you need to know that you don't feel comfortable talking to your parents or teachers about? And then I turned the question on the parents and I said, what do you wish that your girls were asking you about that you haven't got a chance to talk about very much? And so I took kind of those components and weeded out the bad ones or the ones that only came up once and ended up with this core program. So this is, there are 6 chapters or 6 components that I believe are pivotal for any young woman's success. And so there are 6 chapters. It talks about success and what that is. This course talks about identity, direction in life. It talks about practical tips for how to achieve some of that success and direction. And of course we talk about relationships. And of course we include service. That's one of the big components. So that's some of the curriculum. But this course came together after those interviews and as kind of a compilation for a lot of the things I've done in my life. Everything from working on crisis hotlines to working in girls' dormitories, working as a model for some bridal shows, and all sorts of church volunteer work. I wanted to design this as a video-based course because that's how we learn best, especially ages 14 to 20, right? Reading is great and all that, but just video and consuming video content is a lot easier and a lot more interactive. And so that's what I decided to do. Another part of that is the webinar component. So there'll be a video-based course reinforced with activities and quizzes, and then we'll have weekly webinars on Monday nights where we'll get together and we'll talk about any questions you have. We'll go over some of the activities and just hold each other accountable. I am super excited about the webinar portions because of that. There's just no better way to hold each other accountable than to actually get together once a week, and I'm super thankful for technology that will allow us to do that. So what is on the actual curriculum? we can talk about that. I'm going to practice using my screen share capabilities really quick because I want to see if I can take you to Udemy so you can see what I'm doing. Here I go. Kind of see if I can screen share. Hopefully, guys, you can see this. Okay. So, so here we're at udemy.com where my Rock Your Life course is hosted. If you can't find a link to it, then the easiest thing to do is go to Udemy, udemy.com. I think you can see that at the top. And then you'll just type in Rock Your Life. And I'll pop up right away. I'm kind of the only girl. Okay, so there I am. And then once you click on that, it'll take you to the place where you can read more about it. Looks like the internet's a bit slow, but where you can read more about it, where you can play that little video. Here's the course description. Here's what you're going to get from the course and the requirements, which of course are minimal. And then you can even take a look at the curriculum. So let's do that now. You can see that section 1 is what is success? That's the first important question we're asking ourselves. And you see that there's different video components, a review, and at the bottom there's a quiz. You can't see the downloadable assignments, but they're in there too. Section 2, we find out who you are, your identity in Christ. Different video components go with that. Again, a review and quiz. And section 3, 4, 5 are the same. Where are you going? How do you get there? What about relationships? Look, that one's long. Goody. And then section 6 is a bit different. It's super short because that's going to give you just a preview to that one-day service project, but really we're going to work a lot on that together. There's going to be a downloadable booklet for you to follow, and then you'll kind of be on your own for that, but you'll have me as backup. So let me get rid of that screen share thing. Oh man, I might have done that whole thing without you seeing it. Well, there's a first time for everything. I guess I can explain that later. But it's udemy.com, and you'll see all the things that I was talking about when you go there. Sorry, I guess you were looking at my face that whole time, and I thought the screen was being shared. I'll do better next time. Yay! So some of the benefits for this course. Look, I've done this live with some of the girls from my neighborhood, but this is really the kickoff of this. But I am assuming that the benefits for doing this are going to be really close to the ones that we got when we did it live. Look, this course is going to really boost confidence. If you're taking this, your confidence is going to really come from understanding who you are and your purpose. And if this is for a young lady in your life, I think that is one of the biggest boosts I get when I even learn and relearn my own material, and one of the things I see when I'm talking to young ladies about this course. Certainly you or your girl is going to have a better understanding of God's specific will for her life. And of course that even boosts the confidence more, so it's a big plus there. I put on my list that one of the benefits of this course is money, and I know that seems kind of strange, but the truth is that as your confidence grows and as you gain some of these skills, you're going to be better positioned to get your first job or a better job or negotiate. So it's not going to fall from the sky, but there is a study out, can't remember where it is, that says those who are involved in self-improvement and especially volunteer work are 30% more likely to get a job. And so once you or your young lady in your life finishes this course, she will have under her belt a really awesome service piece that's going to get employers' attention. That's going to result in more money. Of course, it's a great resume builder, and you are going to walk away with a support system, not only me, because I'm not that cool, but the other young ladies that end up taking the course along with you are going to be great supports for you as you go forth. So also want to talk a little bit about the assignments. I had some questions about that. Look, these aren't meant to be an overload. This is not meant to take up the same amount of time as a class at school. You could really take advantage of all the opportunities and do a good job and do an hour of homework a night, but really that's not the intent. The intent is to have between 5 and 20 minutes, just little activities to bring us into some new understanding every day. And so I know you're not going to find it overwhelming. You're going to find it exciting, maybe challenging. It's not an easy course, but I think you're going to like it. Also, for those of you who are looking at this program for young ladies, you're going to find that that there's plenty of bonus ideas. Like there's going to be field trip bonuses and all sorts of other ideas and activities that if you're using this for a group, that you'll have plenty of extra material. So you're not going to run out of stuff. Also, I wanted to mention, I don't actually grade the homework in this course, and some of you are kind of disappointed because you're straight A students, and some of you are like, phew, that's good. So what is the point of the homework? Look, it's really to benefit you, but I do read it. I do keep track of it, and I enjoy keeping up with the students. So the reason why we have homework is not only for you and for you to practice some of the concepts and skills, but there are 3 designations. So when you graduate this course and you get your little diploma and your gift that I send you, on your diploma there is one of 3 designations. Number 1 is you completed the course. Number 2 is you completed the course with excellence. And if you do all the assignments and some of the bonus and you really get into it, you're going to get the best designation, which is you completed the course with highest excellence. So it's kind of arbitrary, and I don't have really hard and fast rules on that. So you'll have to help me develop that this first time around. But the thing is really to have you work on this, to give you that support, and to send you out into the community service project. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, because that's probably the biggest piece of this whole thing, is that you will be designing and implementing a 1-day service project that's going to kind of tie all the things we talked about before together. So when we talk about life purpose and identity, all those things are going to shape your final service project. So it's not going to be something like say you hate old people, I'm not sending you to go, clean bedpans at the Senior Citizen Center. No. Like, if you're into crocheting, you're going to have a 1-day service project with crocheting. Or if you're into cats, maybe there'll be a cat service project. Don't know how, but we could work that out. I'm saying this, and there's like Mrs. White is under my chair trying to lick my feet. Anyway, she likes cats. Okay, Mrs. White is a cat, by the way, in case you missed that. Okay, so what kind of support do you have for this program? It's online. Are you doing it alone? Blah, blah, blah. No, look, I am really involved as an instructor on this course. And so once you log in, you'll see that Udemy thing, I can show you again since I messed up so royally before. Let me try that again. By the way, no pre-recorded webinars for you. I like to do this on the fly. Okay, share my screen. Entire screen, share. Okay, now you should actually be starting to see my screen. Maybe not. And then I'll show you this Udemy thing. Okay, this is what I was talking about before. What the curriculum looks like. So What was I saying? Can't even remember. You probably don't know how to chat to me. Okay. Yeah, I really need someone to tell me what I was talking about. We'll forget that for now. I need to unshare my screen. I'm back! Okay, so support, when you get on there, you really will see that have the forum set up once you're inside there, that you can, ask the students in the course a question, ask the instructor a question. I'll be there like at least every other day checking that, and you can always email me. So you'll get some support from me inside the course, and then especially as you get onto that final project, that one-day service project, you will definitely get some support from me. Okay, so now is like the juicy bits that everyone was tuning in to see, I think. I want to talk about after graduation and this ambassador program that I'm kind of just rolling out. So when you graduate this course, and again, it is a difficult course, but a worthwhile one. It's going to really set you apart. When you graduate this course, you are going to get a diploma from me. I'm going to send you a really special gift in the mail. You also become, or you have access to become an official ambassador. You don't have to, but if you're interested, here's what's going to happen. The Ruby Republic Ambassadors Program is set up because I need advisors, and I need advisors in your age group. I need 14 to 25-year-olds who know better than I do kind of what the issues are, especially in your local areas. And so I need you to help, kind of like help me whisper in my ear to know what's going on. I also want you to be a part of creating things. So as you're going through this program, if you want to, if you're like, hey, this really applies to me, I have something to say about this, I want to interview you. I want to put your little snippet in the course. I want to send it out in the e-newsletter, whatever. So you're going to have higher involvement than the average person. And here's the kicker. You're actually going to earn the right to share discounts. So if you like this program, if it does something for you, if you get a kick out of it, you're going to be able to offer this course at a discount to your friends. So that's cool. With that discount code though, okay, I hope you're listening. Are you listening? Okay. With that discount code, I'll be able to track who is sending people through the system. So if you're an ambassador and you say, hey, hey, best friend, I really like this and had a good time with it, check it out, and your friend goes and purchases it, I'm going to be able to send you a referral fee. So, because I didn't have to pay for marketing. So if you send me a referral fee, whether it's one person or 20 people, whatever, every time you can do that, I'll be able to send you a check for 30 bucks. Does that sound good? I hope so. That sounds good. I think you can give me some applause. I don't know how to do that, but anyway, we'll figure it out. Okay, so yeah, $30 for every friend who purchases with your code. Also, after the first person who signs up under you, I want to send you an official pin, not like the little ones from GUIC if you guys were there, but one of the a really nice like cloisonne, it's called, pin. Anyway, it's pretty cute, having it designed now. Also send you some referral cards you can write your name on and pass out with your discount code. So I'll be adding more benefits to that as well, but that is the initial offering. So I've got like 9 minutes left, and oh yeah, I want to talk about the specifics. Okay, so you saw, or that the course is $149 originally. Some of you got in on that Thanksgiving Black Friday deal for a really good price, and some of you saw the GUIC discounts, but it's $149 now. And if you are online listening to this and you're interested and you check it out and you dig it, I want to give you a special price today too. You can use code 10 bucks, that's 10 BUCKS, 10 bucks at checkout to get $10 off. And also, just to put your fears at rest, if you totally hate this course and it's not for you, Udemy does offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there is no risk for you. If you hate it, or you hate me, or I really annoy you because you like dogs and I like cats. I like dogs too, by the way. Then you can get your dollars back. No problem, no worries, no hassle. Udemy guarantees that. You just have to email their support team and they'll refund your dollars. So that's the specifics. Webinar every week at the same time for 6 weeks. Unless I announce otherwise, you can watch it live or you can watch it recorded like many of you are going to do with this one. I don't care. I'm going to do it either. But if you are on it, then I actually get to talk to you and see your questions and answers, which is awesome for me. So that's about it for now. Let me see if there's any other questions. Oh, and I think I mentioned this briefly, but if you're watching this, I am super interested in hearing your story. I've talked to some of the students who have already enrolled in this course, and I met some really awesome girls at GYC. And like I said, if you've got a story, this project is not about me. I really want you to get your story out, if that's not too weird. So I had one Q&A question from before, and if anybody else has a Q&A question, you can. There should be a little button on your screen for Q&A. You should be able to access that, I hope, and ask a question. So let me go through my Q&As here, and then you can add yours. So, okay. Lizzie had asked, oh, Juanita, now I see you. Okay, so Teresa had asked, how many sessions is the course and how much time will it take to complete each one? I think I mentioned there's 6 sections, and then within those sections or chapters, I call them, there's a bunch of little things, but it should be 1 section a week. So 6 weeks plus your project should be it. Okay, can the course be at your own pace, or do you have to meet deadlines? From Juanita, thank you for testing out the Q&A. The course, honestly, you don't need me to do this. You can do it on your own. I really am a big believer about accountability, and that's why we have it mapped out this way. Not because you can't do it or gain something, but I think really anytime I've had big life changes, it's been because there was somebody to check in on me and encourage me, and I want to provide that same accountability for you guys and be able to bounce ideas back and forth too. Let me see. What else? Okay, Lizzie wanted to know which organizations am I going to donate 20% of the profits to. So thank you, Lizzie, for asking that. Yeah, 20% of all the profits are going to go to some 501c3, either here or overseas. And I haven't really picked those out, mostly because I haven't made any money yet, but the 2 on the top of my list are ADRA.org, specifically on things that educate or protect women from female genital mutilation or sex trafficking. And then I really like Oasis.org, which is also anti-trafficking. They rescue girls and help them find a safe place and start their own business. So I think that's it. I don't see any other questions. And that's it. Okay, so it's 7:56, and if you have any more questions or you want to check out the course or ask more questions about the ambassador program or whatever it is, please give me send me an email to Amy, AMIE, at greaterthanrubies.org, and you can also visit the website, greaterthanrubies.org. Pretty easy to find the contact us form. And one more thing, I want to invite you to next week. There's a girls peer leadership webinar from 6 to 7 Central. So it'd be right before my regular class webinar. Join me for that if you can. We're going to talk about five easy steps to launching Your Girls program at your own church or in your home or at your school. So that'll be about 45 minutes long, somewhere in there, and then a little time for Q&A, and then we'll go into Chapter 1 review for the Rock Your Life course. So, okay, if there are no more questions, I'm going to say goodbye. This is going to be live. If you missed the first part and you want to go back, you can check out my YouTube channel, and that should be up there shortly. There'll be like 10 minutes of awkward silence at the beginning, so just zoom past that part. Okay? Thank you, and talk to you later. Bye.